might expand their business. You need to diversify.
Is this the first Western Air Temple pick all weekend?
I think so.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This makes me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
I feel like this is not allowed.
So, let's
is this supposed to be in the map pool?
And this is fun because Remy and I were talking about this, how we were like, you know, we think that stage counter picks are actually a very big deal. Oh, that Nair comes through
my
spikes
gosh.
make it back, he can't.
See, that's what I'm worried about with Cody and Phazon. Is Phazon just getting wiped off the face of the planet so quickly? He has the potential to dominate and go crazy.
Phazon has been getting dunked on for that for like 4 years now.
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm talking
still
about.
always in top fours, okay? Sometimes Phazon just goes down, nods his head, makes the adjustment for the next game. We just don't see it in the middle of the game, so it's particularly painful. But yeah, the point about the map counter picks here is that it feels like a lot of the times there are maps that players could be going to that can really upset how comfortable their opponents are, but for some reason we just always go back to the same one every single game anyways. And now we're seeing a counter pick map that really, I say counter pick map even though all maps are available. Nice knockout there from Cody. Gets to, see Phazon, please.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about, Tazza. That's why it's hard for me to believe in Cody and Phazon. Really, when I put Cody and Phazon winning, I believe mostly in Cody Travis being able to do 900 damage.
Do you think this is bad enough to get Phazon off the Onyx right away?
Yes,
okay.
I do.
Okay.
I absolutely do.
We'll have to see because
his cannon was not looking hot when he had it in his hands. His gauntlets aren't doing too much, at least yet. He is on final stocks. Game's not over.
Oh. Yeah, no, Laura's and Neeze are opening up super strong here. You're right, game's not over, but are you sure it's not over? Because Neeze is...
I mean, yeah, it's probably over.
Laura similarly goes down. Downlight from Cody takes down Neeze, and now they've evened things up. 3 stocks to 3. And Phazon, despite going down so early, have really brought the damage back here onto Lores to where I think, I don't know, Kaya's actually just as tanky as Onyx is in a nutshell, right? So
yeah, she's super tanky as well.
It's just a matter of who's going to go down first here. Almost certainly we'll see a 1v1 between Cody and Neeze, which will kind of settle that Blasters discussion that we were having with Remy earlier about who's the Neeze objectively the best performing Blasters player here at this weekend.
Absolutely.
What about on the head-to-head? We'll find out.
Recovery not quite enough to take off the top. She has a lot of defense, but very low strength, and if you're not going to be using one of those signatures, it's going to take a lot of damage, especially when you're going up against Cody's Barraza.
Is Lores going to go down
He
first?
might. He is at weapon disadvantage here, is able to get over, pick up the bow. Phazon's just, you know, he's trying to do his best to survive. Neutral light, but Cody's not able to follow up off of it. Cody trying to pick Neeze out of the air.
Okay.
Phazon is the first one to go down, but
this is
right
such
before
a stressful
he did,
1v2.
we were even, but this is going to be so tough for Cody. Great follow-up.
Yeah, love that setup with the neutral light. It's not often that you see a bow recovery coming through there off the Blaster's neutral light, but really you could use every single move in the game. It pops them up in such a beautiful way where you're not going to get that friendly fire after the last hit. Probably one of the worst moves to follow up on singles, one of the best to use in doubles. Well, let's see. Cody's like a side air away on either opponent. Okay, team combo gets the recovery towards the top, goes all the way up. Cody drifting off to the right. Gets back to the stage, has one more opportunity. I think if he loses light neutral one more time. Okay, takes out Neeze. He's got 5 seconds to take Lores out. Falls with that down air.
Smart gameplay from Lores.
Yeah, great weapon toss. And then just making sure that he avoids Cody completely. And he really just has to... He can pressure by existing at this point, right? D-Light recovery comes through, doesn't even need to follow up. Great 1v2 from Neeze and Lores there. And Phazon shaking his head, being like, okay, I really just actually have to like survive 30 seconds longer, and the matches could be a lot closer, right?
Because they could have taken out Lores in that. So yeah, that was definitely a very tough set for Phazon. Even Lores towards the end started to slip a little bit in ways we really hadn't seen that often so far this weekend. So I'm thinking Phazon makes the Legends swap pretty quickly. I'd like to see his Pearl coming out. Maybe even the Wushang as well. I think Onyx will have
another chance, and if it goes that poorly again, then we get the Wushang.
Okay.
Now I wonder is that, do we go to Enigma next?
Oh man, I hope not.
Air Temple? Like what was that?
Yep. Oh wait, I was looking at Lores. I didn't see.
Back.
Phazon's still playing the Onyx.
They've doubled the amount of times that this map's been picked competitively in this set. That's crazy. Here we go, game number 2 on Western Air Temple. Cody, Travis, and Phazon still sticking with the Onyx. Yeah, I do feel like Phazon looked at that first game and was like, this has nothing to do with the Legends. I was just getting beat off stage. Any character that I was on, it wouldn't make a difference. So he's going to try it one more time before their strategy has to change. That neutral comes through. Didn't finish it, but the damage still came through. So Cody's tacked on a lot of damage there, but he might be going down first.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of punishment here, especially after that neutral signature. Almost got hit by the second one over from Lores. Neutral light. Oh, that down light from Cody ends up hitting Phazon as well, interrupting him a little bit. Nice ground pound. Gets the side air. It's likely going to be the... Oh, here comes Neeze. Weapon toss, balk on the head, though.
And he ended up being in position to follow up right afterwards, and the Nair connects. The down comes through, but the arrow hits with the friendly fire, so Phazon and Neeze both have to focus on recovering here. Everybody's so damaged, but can't get the stock. Cody flies in, gets that side air. Lores trying to avoid another hit, actually gets the recovery, could get the double knockout here. Oh, but the down tick ends up pushing him off the stage, and he doesn't get the team combo off of Neeze's neutral lane.
You move back just a little bit with that, and he was right on that edge.
Whoa.
But if we're looking at Phazon's damage last game, even though it seemed like he wasn't playing at all, he still did 408 damage by the time all things were said and done. Cody only did 409.
Yeah, one more damage than
So, yeah, I'm definitely still on board with this pick.
Okay. Yeah, Phazon playing really well on this second stock of Neeze. In fact, Neeze has taken so much damage from the team combos while Lores has been trying to survive that I think this is the first a little bit of miscommunication that we're getting on the blue side, right? We talk about this often. We don't see the stocks get disjointed when we're watching Luna Snowy, Godly Fozy. But in this situation, I actually feel like it would have been beneficial for Lores just to literally drift off the stage so that he could be there more for Neeze when those team combos were happening. Because they were just pushing Lores to the side with the light attack and then doing a ton of damage to Neeze's second stock.
And that's where you can have like 5 stocks to 4 and still kind of be behind when you're the team with 5 stocks. The Lores has done a great job. Once he spawned back in, he's taking next to no damage whatsoever. Might be finding a KO here. Does end up hitting his teammate with that side air towards the stage, bounces off the wall. Cody's going to end up falling.
No. And Phazon dipped down low to be able to help him, just barely holds on, but wall slips activating. Dare comes through. That's the knockback he needs. And I was talking so much about the beating that Neeze was taking, but it really just doesn't matter if you don't lose that stock. Cody getting sent high into the sky by those Nairs, gets one falling side air. Team combo. Oh no, Phazon misses the Nair. I thought there was going to be so much damage on the Lores, but he makes it through unscathed.
Now, Neeze is on final stocks, but so are Phazon and Cody, and Neeze picked up 3 KOs on that second stock before he was knocked out. So a lot of work was done by him, setting up the edge guard here from Phazon, the immediate weapon toss up, kept him safe, over on the wall, gets back to the left weapon toss on the soft platform, has the gauntlets, big fist coming out from Neeze, and the D-Sig as well onto Phazon.
Yeah, that side sig bursts through, catches both of the red team, and Lores holds the ground pound to the blast zone. Let's go right before he connects with it, takes down Cody Travis, and that D-Light recovery will take Phazon off the top for the game. Lores only losing a stock that time around after how vulnerable he looked in game number 1. They've now brought to match point against North America's heroes Cody Travis and Phazon.
And now Phazon is the one doing more damage, 427 compared to Cody Travis's 358.
Look at that. Was that 668 damage taken? Onyx is beefy.
Yep, that is a very tanky Legend. One of the reasons that Legend is one of the best in the game. Do you think we see the swap now? I don't know. I think you might do it just to try something different unless Cody is like, run it back. I can do it this time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a tough call. I'm still like kind of being thrown for a loop on the Western Air Temple picks. I don't think it's changing too much.
I think we might go back there the next game.
Yeah, like
unless it's explicitly banned.
So we're going to Apocalypse here, and it may have been explicitly banned by Cody and Phazon. Because here we are in game number 3 on Apocalypse. Let's see how it plays out. Their backs are against the wall. They have to reverse 3-0 Neeze and Lores, who are looking incredible. And we're not even getting like the hints of the team damage into Neeze SDing stuff. Neeze is just playing phenomenally.
There still is a bit of team damage coming out from Lores, putting out 86, but when you're also dealing 722 damage in a game, that's how much Lores did. That 86 is immediately excusable.
Yeah, and a lot of the times it happens like while it was stacked. Just like Lores will exchange team damage for knockouts.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happened right at the end of the game. He picked up both of them with the D-Light.
Sides to come through.
That was huge!
That's a massive double knockout coming out from Cody there.
And you see them excited for that. You saw their movement back and forth.
I mean, what else are you going to do there, right? Weapons were even spawning in to be able to be starved. Neutral sig hits through, doesn't spike Cody far enough. Neeze goes all the way off stage, and Lores hacking on a lot of damage on the Phazon. No stocks just yet, though, so they're still playing to avoid getting their extra credit tacked on here. Cider comes through. That's going to be the stock. Double knockout from Lores. Returns in kind after Cody did his own with the side sig.
Back-to-back double KOs.
Yeah. And we're definitely seeing, like, Cody and Lores are the ones that are going for the knockouts there, whereas Phazon and Neeze, I think, are playing a little bit more of that support role. Oh, it's so close right now, Sparky. Cody's the one getting hit the most, but that recovery comes through, and it actually interrupts Lores' edge guard. Team combo, neutral light, does get the stare. Side sig,
he almost
too
picked it
far
up.
to the right. He was like he was torn between avoiding getting hit by Neeze and getting the team combo.
Yeah, that's the difficulty of that in that moment. If there was one person from the blue team on the field and that's it, they hit that every time. But the fact that there was another player on the blue team that they had to play around there was the reason he couldn't find that side stick. But they still got all the damage before that, so it was still a great follow-up.
Yeah, Neeze ends up going down. A down tick from Cody could be huge there, but a down tick from Loras is even bigger. He's now dominating as he takes Cody down to 1 stock. Phazon could follow shortly afterwards. Cody was getting ready for the alley-oop there on the side. Everybody jumps too high. No fastball comes through, and now it is tournament stock for both Phazon and Cody. Loras has got to go down fast, otherwise we could see him doing 700 damage again, right? It's so difficult to knock out Loras here in these 2v2s.
He just looks so confident. Every single move Loras makes, he looks so confident. It seems like the old days of that Brazilian aggression, but like with the modern Brazilian control over the game. Control and execution coming out from Loras.
Cody ends up going in for the save, but gets caught by the combo, and so much damage is going onto Cody. Phazon takes a ton of it as well. Sidelights Loras away, but no damage is onto Loras. Just getting D-Light recovering the platform. That's it. Phazon can't even get in for the save. D-Light side to the right, goes for the weapon throw. Phazon has to dodge back to the stage. That down air is almost definitely going to do it. Phazon's out, Cody's out, and Loras and Neeze 3-0 their way into the elimination final to fight against Godly and Phazon.
That's wild.
That is wild.
I did not see a 3-0 coming. I mean, obviously, I thought, look, I was going off of Cody's chaotic energy this weekend. He was acting like he could either be the best player this weekend or the worst player this weekend. He definitely wasn't the worst because he made it into top 4. They tried their best there. Look at they actually did quite a bit of damage that game before Phazon.